Welcome back to OpenTTD, where we last time built the Stockersee railway line, and we're now, I think, trying to work on expanding this a little bit more. For that, primarily, we'll need to figure out how to increase the coverage area in some of these towns. These ones are pretty decentish, but Eisenach here is definitely in bitter need of some local transportation. Question is, can we build trams here? Oh yeah, we can. Sweet, because I want to build trams. And last time, or previous time, we learned electric trams is possible. So we're really going all in here in Eisenach. Not only did these idiots build a train station, they also building a little tram here in our little village, but I expect that this will be a gigantic car factory. Yes. Ooh, look at that. Look at the options here. Wow. I really want to go back to some of the towns and refactor their stuff, because this is crazy cool. The Lady Cross one is already cool, this one even better. The running cost a little bit higher, but I think we only need like 2 of them basically. Realistically only 1 of them actually, even. So from the Eisenach Woods to the Eisenach Center. Yeah, let's just run 1 for now. And we're also, I think, if they allow us, we will upgrade the roads. And they do allow us. Yeah. They allow us only where we build the roads, not where... This little piece is gonna stay. This is government this is the property of the city. Look at this cool little tram, I love it. It's doing its round with very little demand, unfortunately, right now. But I have the expectation that it should generate like a little bit demand, right? Yeah, look at that. There's a few people want to go to the train station now. They still want to go anywhere. They don't want to actually go any destination that's... here, Eisenach Woods, finally. So in Eisenach Woods also now there's a few people who want to go to Spital. Oh yes. See, it's working. So Spital. Same story here. Just here we first need to convince the local administration a bit that we can allow to build some stuff by... we build a few forests here and there. Or a little bit more than here and there. Just everywhere, literally. I wish I could just give them like money to calm down. That usually works in real life, I think. If you want to do something with the government. Like with the local government at least. Local authority, poor. Fund new buildings, bribe it. Yeah, I can, but that could backfire. We'll just build them a statue of me. I think they'll appreciate. And we're not gonna settle for anything less than an electric tram here as well, I think. The city even looks like kind of idyllic for a little tram. Why not? Are you serious? That just pissed you off so much that we're having to do freaking plants again. One bus here, one bus there, and a little thing here. Then a singular, one of those beautiful Fairlops that just goes from to there. Let's take a look at that. Whee! Beauty. Okay, can we convert that road here? No, because as soon as it goes close to the government again, they're like, nope, that little corner, that stays like a dirt road. I don't want it to be. Okay, yeah, it's generating some passenger traffic. And yeah, people want to take the train and they want to take the tram. And it's slowly going to make a profit, I think. Beauty. So then this one is a little bit more of a special project as well. I think also here we're gonna just go tram all the way, basically. So we're gonna build a little tram line here. I'll just do that a little bit less aggressively, like, well, we need to do it like that, yeah. So here is gonna be the turning circle, whatever. And then here we're gonna build a tunnel. I want to build a tunnel to there, so it's kind of this way and that way. This is a tram only kind of connection. This is like kind of the futuristic concept that we're working on. And then the tram, let's first build it into this town, onto the roads here directly, then around here and then in here. That's one concept. And then the other concept is to go to this town. Once around here, then we're gonna take it to the way back here, and then yeah, we kind of need to join it up here. So for that we need to build a little ramp here for it. Like so. And similarly in this town, with a little circle. Oof, that's a little bit too crazy here, maybe. We will terraform that to be a little bit more straight. That way. And then we'll say station here. Station there, and then station here, and of course down here as well. Yeah, there's not going to be any drivers there. The question is, how do we want to make it, like one per city? It's an interesting. Do we want to make it like round? Go around the cities? I guess it makes sense to connect the cities internally as well. So we'll do a ring, maybe. Yeah. Then we'll run 4 of them, maybe. Probably it's way over what we actually have as demand, but I think in reality it would be nice to have like one station kind of here where you could, if you come from this town, you take the station up here and then you switch into a tram that comes from that direction to go to that way instead of having to go through that town here. Same as here, you kind of, when you want to go from here to the train station, you have to go all the way there. So I think it kind of makes sense to have like one station interchange station. Yeah, I'm not sure if they would be smart enough to use that, to be honest. But let's try. So the way it would work is when you come from this Hausen, you take the tram to there. That's fine. Well, we would take maybe one more here that we would join up, not a freight one. Heights, yeah. So after you come out of the wood station, this is like the, should be the Bahnhof. Okay, didn't refresh the name here on this list. Okay, so when you come from the train station, you go first to Kellinghusen. After you come to Kellinghusen, you stop here in the Heights, over on this side, and then you go to that town. And after you come out of that town, you still stop here. And after you come out of St. Georgian, you still stop here. So you can always pick up some passengers at this interchange station. So in these towns I do want to put some roads here, because that makes sense, but here we don't put roads because this is just purely for trams, is it? Yeah, purely for trams. So I don't know if anybody would use these stations here, the Heights. Maybe people would also build their houses here, theoretically. But I think in practice this would make a lot of sense to put these interchange stations here. Okay, now they're beginning to space out. They're waiting in the stations around to be a little bit more spaced out. And you can see that actually in the Heights here there are seemingly people waiting. Not sure how they got there. I guess they must have gotten from one of the trams. Are they getting picked up? Yeah, they got picked up by that tram that goes. So I think the system actually kind of works. I think it kind of works that they get dropped off here. Let's take a look here. When they come out of this town, if anybody gets off that town. So they're like, okay, so in this tram, there's a few people here. And they might want to go, yeah, to St. Stefan, I saw, for example. So do they get off here at the station? Yes, they do. This really is cool. This really is cool. It works. It works. They get off here, and the next tram that goes to a station, they can take it. Now, we don't have like a huge density of trams, so for them it actually probably doesn't save them much money, much time. But still, I like it. So we'll also put another depot here. I see like a lot of people go to that depot to repair, but we'll just put like a few more those tram depots. This is like the futuristic area here with these trams. I think that's really cool. They're tightly interconnected tram network. That's really nice. That's pretty sick. And those trams look really good as well. They're completely, well, these little villages a bit futuristic, but we assume that these villages will grow into like a larger community that fills all this area maybe in the future. That's the idea. Cool, very cool. So Mitterhofen here, same idea. I think we just got like a government grant for like cool novel concepts in building, connecting people, and that's why we're spending so much money on this. Yeah, gonna run a tram also into that town. Okay, they're already a little bit pissed off. Do you see the trees, my friends? tram from here to there. Go. Perfect. And that should be that. Now we have that line really well done. And of course there's not going to be complete I mean, there's not going to be that much demand for these things yet. I think it will grow. But here are already 38 passengers for the train, I guess, right? And the trains here, they're decently filled. Like, what more do you want? Basically. But yeah, basically at that point, what more do you want? And we made a good progress to connect some towns here, which was the whole goal of this. Now if you're standing here in the middle of nowhere, you can go to the next town over. I mean, the ambition was a bit larger. They want to go to maybe like far away places like Vilmarkt or Mikasavici. But the people here have small dreams. They want to go visit their grandmother in the next town over. But that's fine. That's totally fine. They don't have to dream big yet. But we will make them dream big. Once we show them what's possible, then I'm sure they will start using it. Maybe these guys could start not being so annoyed by me that I could maybe stop planting trees here. Very poor. Funding new buildings. Okay, let's do that. Statue of the company owner. Local road construction. Still very poor. It doesn't help. The only thing that helps is trees. The only thing they want is trees. They don't want new homes. They don't want new anything. Very poor. I just want to connect you up a little bit better. Friends, please. There's no space more for trees. There's no space for trees. All I want is appalling. Alright, that's even worse. So can I maybe on the other side of the river, maybe that they count that as their city territory? Do they? No, I don't think so. Appalling. I think we just have to run services here for a little bit. We could bribe them. Let's try it. Did it work? Let's try again. I've been discovered by a regional investigator. Yeah, that's my experience with bribing. It doesn't work in this game. I don't know. Really? I bought exclusive transport rights just now. Fine. But then let me build also some freaking bus stations, my friends. Okay, guess not. How about this little tram here in Eisenach? How's it doing? Empty. I know what would motivate you to use my transportation. Statue of me. When you get out of church to walk back home, you see my statue, you're like, I could use the tram that this guy built. So yeah, slowly we upgraded that line. Let's take another peek here. Yeah, this is still in the face of slowly scaling up, very slowly. These towns should be growing, right? 200 every 200 days, 200 days, yeah. All of them slowly growing. But since those towns are the most friendly to me, I will also just put them a bit streets here so that they have something to grow into. Something like that should be fine. Okay, now they hate me because I knocked down a few trees for just some random streets, but hear me out. 3. Gonna build new buildings for you guys. 1, 2, 3. And we have the money to waste, that's why I want to anyway, kind of like, we're not paying taxes, so money is accumulating a little bit too fast here. That should give them, yeah, they're growing like much faster. Let's see. With that little funding, I hope they're not just spending the money on freaking upgrading the streets here, that they're actually building some houses as well. Because we want to have a little bit more demand here on our road. So Mitterhofen, let's see about them. A little bit of passenger transport here, 19 passengers to Allerkirchen, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Then here, these towns we might want to connect up as well somehow. They have like only a little road here between themselves, but no railway connection, and I think I might want to build like a small branch line just to satisfy that demand. So I think as the conclusion to this episode, we'll just quickly do that. I think it shouldn't take much time. Like that. And then number of tracks 1, yeah, it just needs to be a really simple station here. I'll build down here, and we also build a single one here. It's a little bit better than a tram, maybe. This is a very low speed, low effort regional line. It's more like something that the local citizens actually wanted to build. Like that, yeah. Then here we need like a double tracked one, and there can only be one train on this route because it's a really low effort one. So the question is, I wanted to put like these on here, but the question is like, is that really worth it? 64, we could have put a tram there, but that actually is like kind of roughly tram speed. Okay, then let's do the little autocar. We're going from St. Oswarwald, we're going to here, and then we're going down to Allerkirchen. That will be their main connection. And on the way back, we'll do it the other way around, because we will go from Ollerskirchen, not to St. Oswald, but to there. And then here, yeah, something, and then here again. Is that sensible? That's kind of, yeah. So kind of the connection is kind of reversed. Like it goes one time first to St. Oswald and then one time the other way. So I don't know. In my head that makes sense. I don't know if that really actually makes sense. And as the small conclusion to this episode, let's just see this little bus here, rail bus, make its round along the farms here. People with their buggies and horses are riding on this little field, in these field roads here, and we are just coming by with 64 kilometers, rushing past them. So after the inaugural journey here, we could have built this station a lot shorter. You just always build these huge stations just for future upgradability. So Eckenwagen, nobody is yet biting on the option to join here. St. Oswald has a few passengers though. Let's see if there's anybody jumping on the opportunity. Okay, Eckwald has also some passengers, very nice. Did it pick up some passengers that want to go up here? Yeah, nine passengers from Hofhofen. What a name. Alright, this might actually prove to be more popular than we can afford, demand-wise. Like 23 passengers already waiting here. I don't want to go to Ollerskirchen or wherever. Alright, that's great though. Great news. So with that great news, let's end the episode here. See you next time. Take care.